the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Eckler again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. They'll send Williams in motion right. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins, he'll dump this off to Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings! Him strapped in. Less than 2 minutes in, had to score on the outside. Also, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that matches up. You give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Herbert on first down now. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Eckler going to get it again on second down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Yeah, they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Vikings at 0-8 now on the year. And you'd like to say, let's put the first half behind us and start over, but it's likely not going to be that easy.
It never is it? Because a lot of people say, look forward, let's go ahead and start rebuilding, let's think about the draft and free agency. But you have a bunch of people in that locker room that are saying, don't give up on us now. We still have our pride, and we still have a chance to win some games. When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Touchdown! Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. He's airing it out for Williams, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They run again on first down, Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seen the ball so well, understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Cousins on 1st down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to make this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him. It's another 1st down.
I like that one. They go back-to-back. Excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that hasn't been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Trucks over him. 126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Cousins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Joseph's got it. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he will score. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Again, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he's able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Chargers are going to have a first down. Herbert now. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this time he is in. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
All right, we're down 10. I'm off the phone. Off the phone. I'm off the phone. I'm off the phone. Yeah, yo. I'm off the phone. I'm off the phone.
Now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
That's got to be a holding. That's got to be a holding. That's got to be a holding.
So the big left tackle.
That's got to be a holding. Yeah. That's got to be a holding. Yeah.
And instinctively, you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Cook up the gut.
Don't help him. Don't help him. Don't help him. Don't help him. Don't help him.
Instead, now they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would
don't help him
after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins.
Oh, nigga, please. Boy, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Madden, I'm God dog, man.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
No.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a fair catch call for and made just inside the 35.
Thank you, Corey. CBS Broadcasting System, baby.
No return.
Let's go, baby.
Football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the
that dude straight hit that dude off the line, man. Why that dude corner jamming my receiver like that?
Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They shouldn't be jamming my damn receiver like that. I don't understand that shit. I really don't get that shit. I really don't. You know what? I really don't get why that dude jamming me like that.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19. And the
oh, this nigga playing so goddamn scary, dog.
Shotgun snap for Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep here for Allen. On Herbert, his throw.
That nigga D lineman. Dog, come on, man. He's dropping his D lineman in the coverage, bro.
They take over at their 45-yard line. They exited the pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw. Unfortunately, they wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
Sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Extending a play. Sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now.
I don't need them to miss this
getting
motherfucker.
a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays
there we go.
for the other team.
Corey, we back in it, baby. We back in it, Corey, baby.
Considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
Drop everybody back.
Near the 35-yard line.
Drop everybody back.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have
Drop
to
everybody back, motherfucker.
Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Herbert on 1st down now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Keep dropping the goddamn lineman back, boy.
At the 28-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Slot man moves right. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Pearson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 17-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well.
Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen sure had some giddy right there. God damn.
And still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
God damn, Adam Thielen had some giddy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and not one of you sons of bitches caught the ball.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal,
I think I'm one to toss
or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over.
Oh, yeah, for sure, bro.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
As meticulously as our teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet. He's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term moment.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 3rd down coming up. But Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4th down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less. Because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams. But I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the Chargers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, CD, they went with the aggressive play call, taking a shot downfield here on the first drive of overtime. Unfortunately for them, it backfires with the interception.
Yes, that aggressiveness sometimes comes with a price tag, doesn't it? You take the big shot downfield, trying to end the game right here. But they were ready for it, made the play, and now they have their opportunity to come down and kick a field goal and get this one over with.
51 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Herbert with his first throw at OT. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Here's Herbert.
Oh, no! No! Oh, all right. All right.
Interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks charged with turnovers here.
God, dog, man.
Trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. On a nice burst there as they take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run it again with Cook, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
Ain't no escaping that little buddy. That's an easy kick, though. You should have missed this one. You should have missed this one.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the
I'm so goddamn sick of mad.